The last day of the NBA playing ended with an absolute banger. We had stars being stars. We had comebacks being came. It was great between two games. We had the Atlanta Hawks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Los Angeles Clippers versus New Orleans Pelicans, and it was an absolute blast to watch both games, and I'm here to get my opinions on them. And yeah, let's get into it. Oh man. But before I get us into the juice, the hit shit y'all here for probably, I gotta remind y'all to subscribe, man. Subscribe and leave a like. I'm gonna start begging y'all motherfuckers to start doing it. Honestly, if you're new, subscribe. Why not? You can look at the channel. Go look through the channel and tell me something we don't got that somebody else got, and I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing. If you come to my comments and say you don't got this, I don't got it. But I feel like we got a lot of stuff that makes it entertaining for you and others to come over here and watch. Leave a like so other people can see it. If you've been here and if you're new, just leave a like, bro. It's free. It don't take much time on me. Side notes, I've done 3 of these videos, not takes, of these playing games. The first 3 before today, and they were all good. I did day 1 and I did day 2. Wait, I guess today's day 3. I'm tripping, but yeah, I did day 1. I did day 2 of the play-ins, all with fire. I was speaking straight facts on each one, and then technical difficulties. Can't make that up. It's not on me. I promise you, it's not on me. Technical difficulties. My computer doesn't like me. It don't like me. That's all the thing I gotta say. It don't like me. It's not my fault. I was gonna give y'all heaters, and I got another heater I recorded, but my computer didn't work on me. So hopefully this video works. If we don't, I might just give up. I'm gonna call it game on me. But let's get into the stuff y'all really care about. Starting with game number 1. We have the Atlanta Hawks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. It was a very good matchup. Straight off the dome, it was a very good matchup. I mean, going into it, I knew it was going to be a battle. I knew that the teams match up well against each other. If you don't know, we actually just did that matchup on the channel. Yates versus Nnaji. It was, I think Yates was the Cavs, Nnaji was the Hawks. Very good matchup. We did fully healthy, so like John Collins was playing, but John Collins didn't play in the real life. But it was a fun matchup. It wasn't a fun matchup. I don't think it was a fun matchup, but it was what it was. It was a funny clip. Go watch it. Both the teams are fairly even when you look at each team paper-wise. Even. I mean, a little bit of size on the Cleveland Cavaliers side, but teams are relatively even. Both star point guards with solid bigs, and yeah. But I feel like going into this, I kind of have my pick going with the Hawks because the Hawks had Trae Young, and Trae Young's been in these moments before when he needs to get the win. Him and the team in general, with the Bogies, the Kevin, the Clint Capellas, who hopefully he heals up. They just been in these moments before, so they know what they need to do to get the win, and they did that today. But we have to start with the losing team, unfortunately, and that's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, the Cleveland Cavaliers, to me, played well for the first 3 quarters. Their record is debatable, but they played good. Like, they played the game. But I felt like in the second half, specifically, the ball kind of got stagnant, less ball movement that it was getting. Like, Larry Markkinen was hot from the start. And I'm not really sure statistically how many shots he took in the second half, but it wasn't that many. But yeah, the offense got really stagnant. It looked like a lot of iso ball with Darius or Karras. It wasn't really like no pick and roll. It was like slight pick and rolls, but it wasn't strong. Attack the rim, throw the oop to Jared or Evan, hit him on the pass underneath or anything like that. And I felt like it just got very stagnant. That's not what you want. Hold on. Yeah, also for the Cavs this game, I feel like the bench did not show up like it did in that game against Nets. They kept that game close in the second half. Kevin Love ended with, I believe, 3 points. Rondo had 0, only 2 assists, and Isaac Okoro had 6. I looked at the stat sheet. But yeah, the bench wasn't really there. It was all starters impacting the game, and it just wasn't enough to go against Trae Young and the Hawks. For the Cavs, I mean, look at the bright side, right? Nobody even expected you to be here, to get here. I know it's an unfortunate season because I definitely think you guys would have been a playoff team if you guys stayed healthy after that after the All-Star break, but it didn't. But we all know as an NBA fan and just fans of the game of basketball, looking at your team, looking at the coaching, look at all of that, your stars, that your future is brighter than we would have originally predicted, you know. So that's gonna be fun to see how you guys grow into next season. We're gonna make a video one day about how I believe you guys can improve. That's a long way down the road, but yeah, great job by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Moving on to the Hawks. Now the Hawks, they scared me, not in the sense of they scared me like, oh my god, are they gonna lose, in the sense of defensively. When I came out, the first thing that came to my head was, why is Trae Young on Darius Garland? Why is Trae Young on Karis LeVert? Then I thought, Trae Young gotta be on them because he's not finna guard Larry Marketing. He's not finna guard Evan Mobley. He's not finna guard Jared Allen. So he gotta guard one of them. So when I first saw that, I was like, ooh, this matchup might get a little nasty. I'm kind of scared. But then the game started rolling and the defense was working. I mean, not in the first. You know, not in the first. But in the second, it started working out. And then at the end of the game, it started working out. But I think less of the defensive impact for the team, more of the Cavs just playing bad and Trae Young playing so great. I said this on Twitter. His great play, when he performs like this, it's like, I understand why people say he's the best point guard in the league, especially Hawks fans, but specifically him. I mean, specifically Hawks fan, I understand like why they say he's the best point guard in the league. Even with the CP3s and the Lukas and all that, I understand when he has performances like this where he controls the game on the offense and everywhere. He's just doing the right thing at all times to win games, bro. He's a winning player and he does everything he needs to do to win games. Hits tough shots, makes the right passes, make sure his teammates are still involved, and I understand why. Shout out to those white boys. Is that messed up to say? I don't really know. But shout out to the white boys, Bogey and Kevin Huerter, that came up and performed. I don't remember DeAndre Hunter's number, so I'm not going to mention his. Hopefully, King Capella heals up. I think they play probably Sunday. Hopefully, he heals up. Don't want to, nobody wants to see him out like that. So, hopefully, that happens. But I will say this. When I was watching the game, I was like, man, if they do lose, if they were to lose, or if they just, whatever happens in the season, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be, Clint Capella's last year. It's not because he's just a bad player, but it's because of how good Onyeka Okongwu is and how much he brings the same productivity that Clint Capella brings. So I don't think keeping him would be very valuable for the team. So I'm expecting them to move on from them. But other than that, I really don't got much to say about the Hawks. The Hawks did what they needed to do. Shout out to them. Moving on to go against the Heat. That's going to be a fun battle. Might be one of the upsets that a lot of people pick because the Hawks got Trae Young, and we'll see how that goes. Moving on to the that's not the team. The Los Angeles Clippers versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Now to start, I'm going to tell you I picked the Pelicans. I don't care. I picked the Pelicans. Why? Because I have Brandon Ingram. And I wanted to see my man Brandon Ingram playoff, and that's what I'm getting. The game was perfect. It was a perfect battle of a team without their star fighting back what they've been doing all season. That's why when people were saying they were missing Paul George, might as well pack them up. I'm like, they've been playing all season without Paul George. And they've won games without Paul George. So I wouldn't count them out completely. But today, again, I said this in one of my other videos that didn't get uploaded, but this was definitely a game where a star was missing in the sense of Reggie Jackson hooped, Marcus Morris hooped. They both give you 27. What's that? Something 30, 20, 44 combined? Quick math, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a genius. 44 combined. They both give you 44. They both give you 44. They combined for 44 alone. But everybody else was mid at best. They were mid. Of course, they played great defense, but they were still mid offensively. If they wasn't getting those buckets from Reggie Jackson and Marcus Morris, yeah. But if they had that 25 plus scorer and Paul George, a lot of things is different. Maybe it's a blowout, whatever, who knows. But it wasn't. The Clippers did play good defense, but down the stretch, it happened again against the Timberwolves where they just got outplayed in that fourth quarter physically. They just got outplayed physically. They didn't box out properly, missed some key rebounds, didn't match for shots. and the Pelicans were just hitting their shots down the stretch, and it just got out of hand. But for the Clippers, you know, I do this for every team, but for the Clippers, I don't think it's nothing to overreact to. You had a hell of a season. You missed Paul George a lot of the season. You didn't have Kawhi the whole season. You get both of them back next season if Kawhi don't request a trade. So at the end of the day, you're in a good position to be okay. You know, you got your role players for next season that's gonna be there. Maybe you guys make a move in the offseason to get even better, because y'all be cheated. Oh my God, Clippers be cheated. I don't know how they got no Rocco. They cheating. But you guys are fine. If you're a Clipper fan, relax. Of course you wanted to make the playoffs, but at the end of the day, did you really think he was going to win a chip? Probably not. That's just the real of the real. And yeah, moving on to the Pelicans. Yes, sir. What can I say about the Pelicans? They did it. On me, they did it. I was sitting here and I was scared. Like, you know how I said about the Hawks, I was scared, but I wasn't really scared. For them, I was scared because they lost the lead, and I'm like, oh fuck. Oh snap, are they gonna start just chucking up shots to just get back in the game? And they did for a bit, but they calmed down and they really started executing the game. They started getting easy shots, and that man Larry Nance was a big factor. He was just out rebounding everyone on the court, giving the team second chance points, and they did it. Shout out to Trae Murphy. He's been hitting big shots. CJ gave the team 18, 19. I was just arguing with my brother before I started recording. I was like, he was like, man, I need CJ to give me 22 or something like that. I was like, I hear you, but they didn't need the 22 from CJ. They needed all 19 of it from Manel. Does that make sense? I say that out loud again. I don't really know if that makes sense. But you see what I'm saying? Like, they didn't need the 22. Like, that wasn't mandatory, but they needed all 19. That doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me mentally. I'm loco. I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, and I started the video with his name. I mean, I can't not say Brandon Ingram, who looks like, I don't know if he doesn't like being called this. He looked like a mini KD, where there wasn't a shot he wasn't able to make. He just controlled the game. He made the right passes down the stretches to the Larry Nances, to the CJs, to the Trae Murphys that hit big shots and just led to their win. Shout out to them. I'm very excited for what they do in the playoffs against the Suns. Everybody knows it's the Suns, but I like their chances to get a game. One game. If I were to bet my life, I would bet at least one game. One game against the Suns. Whether so, I think it would be a home game for them that they win, like a game 3 or game 4. But I like their chances. I'm excited. I think that's all I wanted to say. Maybe comment down if you guys believe they should bring in Zion. I personally don't think so, because you worked this hard without him, not because he wouldn't be impactful, but like you would have to get him in game shape throughout the playoffs, and to me that's just not smart. I just said a player who's played the season, he was out for a couple weeks, and then you bring him back. That makes sense, like Jared Allen did today. But it doesn't make sense for somebody who hasn't played the whole season to bring him back in the most important time of the season. That's me though. But yeah, I came out here, I talked my shit, gave my opinions. They were all great opinions. Probably yes, probably no. Did I say anything logical? Probably not. I never do. If you subscribe to this channel and you leave a like, you would really see that I don't be making sense at all. I just say whatever comes to my head and hope it sounds good when I edit the video. Yeah, closing remarks real quick. I'm just gonna go on a wild guess. I'm gonna go 4-2 for the Suns versus Pelicans. Of course, Suns win. And I'm gonna go 4-3. No. For the Heat and Hawks, I have 2 for them. Either 4-3 Heat or 4-2 Hawks. Those are my guesses. Because I feel like the Hawks might steal some games. I'm not gonna waste some more time. Feel me? Leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to build something great over here, and we cannot do that without your help. I can't make that up. Literally, leaving a like helps grow the channel. And yeah, we're just trying to build something great, man. We cannot do that without your help. I will be doing these as often as possible throughout this playoffs, as long as everything goes good and I don't have headaches. I'm gonna get out on that part. Peace.